good, people? It's your boy, Mr. Flyest Academy, Kickz, man. And I'm here in the building with my little homie, little bro.
It's J0nes, man. Y'all know what it is. Out here live. It's like a live recording, man.
Yeah, man. It's pretty much live, man. So, like I've been telling y'all, man, I know I started my channel off with doing vlogs and doing the boss talk videos with y'all. And y'all been requesting another boss talk video. And I apologize it took so long, but waiting on this dude, Snipe, man. He just kind of do things on his own time, man. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of hard to get him, bro.
The first time we linked up since they gave us the idea.
No, they actually gave us the idea about 6 or 7 months ago.
All right, so, you know, people be busy, you know what I'm saying? But we linked up, though. We got it, though.
So look, man.
Speaking of link, make sure you link his channel in the
Oh,
description.
yeah. You gonna link my channel down below?
I'm going to link his channel in my description because that's what we do, bro.
Lord knows I need that.
But look, man, so just want to get the boss talk, man. Pretty much, I'm gonna have him just talk to y'all about, you know, where he from, how he grew up, and
we about to get down and dirty. I ain't never had one of these talks.
Facts, bro. And you know what I'm saying. And he gonna give y'all some encouragement. Y'all know when we do boss talk videos, it's just simply for motivation. It's for motivation for a lot of y'all that come from the lifestyle that we come from. You know, I came from the streets, came from the hood. Snipe grew up in the same area. You know what I'm saying. You look at us now, bro. You know what I'm saying. We pretty much have accomplished things people would have never thought we'll do.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying. And these videos is for motivation for y'all to tell y'all, look, bro, anything you want to do in life, you can do it. And we kind of like give you steps on things to follow and, like, you know, certain lessons. So, Snipe, first of all, let them know where you from, bro.
I'm from Cleveland, Ohio. To be more exact, East Side, Cleveland, 105th, St. Clair. Anybody around that area know exactly where that's at and what that entails. So yeah, that's where I'm from.
And like pretty much, you know what I'm saying, like we all know like Cleveland is a rough area, man. We heard a couple of people who've come from that area, either Cleveland, Akron area, like they always talk about like how rough it is growing up in the streets there. So like how was it for you growing up in Cleveland, man?
Well, for me, it wasn't as hard as a lot of other people. It was, but it wasn't, because you know, my father was really wrapped up in the streets. You know, he just got out of prison recently.
Facts.
My brother was kicked out the house at 16 because my mom found drugs in his room that he was selling. He wanted to be like my father. I got 2 cousins on my dad's side who both in jail for murder when I was 11. You know what I'm saying? So I really grew up literally no guidance. You know what I'm saying? So I've never dibbled and dabbled in any street activity though. I always hoop. You know what I'm saying? And by that, I stayed out of it. And I was one of them dudes where like I could easily learn off of his mistake and his mistake.
Facts.
So I seen my pops get locked up, my brother, my cousins, and I was like, I'm not gonna be that. So like I said, it wasn't that hard for me because I've never been locked up, you know. But coming from where I came from, it's more impressive to never take that route. It was easy for me to do something wrong.
Facts,
it was
bro.
around me 100%. You know what I'm saying?
And I think a lot of us encounter that, man. You know what I'm saying? Growing up, you pretty much come like a product of your environment.
Absolutely.
And I think people don't really realize that that's where a lot of things
and that's
stem
the
from.
thing. Like, so my mentality is still East Cleveland. You know what I'm saying? So I still think, because you have, and you survive from your environment, so
Facts.
you still think and act like a guy from your area. So do I. I've just never indulged in the activity. So here you got like a dude street witty because I have to survive it, but I just don't partake in it. You know what I'm saying? I've never indulged in it, but I'm very street smart. Like, you gotta show your P's and Q's.
Facts, man. And one of the things is, like at some point in your life, you get to like I would say like your breaking point, where you see the light at the end of the tunnel, and you got to make that decision whether you're gonna go towards that light or you're gonna stay where you at. And I think a lot of people make the wrong decision when they get to that point in life, and that's what things. But I feel like everybody's always given that one chance to do something different, or they develop that one mindset to do something that's out of the ordinary, pertaining to the people around them and the environment they're in, man. So what would you say, like, was your point, your breaking point, or your point where you saw the light at the end of the tunnel?
I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna flip it a little bit. So growing up, you know what I'm saying, single mom, 3 kids, pops locked up. My family isn't close, so I don't get no help from auntie and uncle, right? So usually in that position, your aunties and uncles look out for you because that's family. See, I don't have that family, right? So it's just mom or nothing.
Okay.
So growing up, I'm talking about down and out, 1 pair of sneakers for an entire school year. I played basketball, I used to play outside, the same shoe for all that, right? So holes in it, and at this time, all my boys used to kick indoors. That was real hot back home, especially in high school, kicking in houses, breaking in houses. And some of my best friends was like coming back to school, nights on them, new J's, they selling TVs and stuff that they stole out of houses, and they asked me. And at this time, bro, when I tell you, bro, I probably had like 6 shirts, 7 pants. Some of those was like hand-me-downs and stuff like that, so I used to just switch it up as much as I could. I was this close to making that decision to do it, but I didn't though, because at the end of the day, it just wasn't who I was, bro. I've never been a follower. But I can understand how people can make that choice.
Fact.
A lot of my friends are criminals, and I don't blame them for that because I see how they can become criminals. I was just strong-headed enough to not do it. But that
So you learn from like the mistakes of others.
Yeah, for sure.
Facts.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, because they was doing. I mean, some of them got caught and got locked up. You know what I'm saying? That's why I'm happy I didn't do it. But it was times where I was considering, like, man, you know what I'm saying? Like, something got to give. But I never fell through it.
Right, and that some people feel like that's one way you can learn. You don't always have to go through something and learn from the mistakes of that. You actually can just see the mistakes of other people and know that's not the road I want to take based on the results they get, man. So just to backtrack real quick, let them know, like, you know what I'm saying, I know you was pursuing basketball, like what happened with that, man, and when did you make a decision to pursue YouTube, or how did you get to that point to where you're at now?
Yeah, so basketball was easy, and the way I started hooping is so crazy.
Now, was you good at basketball?
Yeah, I was nice, like no cap, I was nice. The way I started hooping, check this out, this is how you know my environment was crazy, right? So I used to get jumped walking home from school because I lived on 105th, and in order to get home from school, I would have to get off the bus and walk a few blocks. A lot of those blocks, my side wasn't able to walk on. You know what I'm saying? So it'd be tough for me to get back in school. I had a friend named Lo. His brother was known in the street. You know what I'm saying? So he would always, walk with me.
Yeah.
One day, he didn't make the bus. I wasn't about to, you know what I'm saying? I wasn't about to go by myself. So I got off the bus and went back into school to find Lo. And the gym doors is open, and he in there hooping. I'm like, yo, bro, we gotta get to the crib. He's like, nah, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying out for the team. I guess I'm trying out too. I wasn't even that nice. Bro, I tried out, my first time ever trying out for a basketball team. I had on the Young Joe plaid shorts when it was hot. I had on the long socks, a polo tee, and I tried out and I made my 7th grade middle school team. And that's how I even started playing seriously, other than like at the course in the hood.
Dang, that's funny.
Yeah, bro, because I didn't want to get jumped going back to the crib, and the only dude to keep me safe was trying out. So I guess I'm trying out too. And then that turned into hooping. But yeah, man, I played high school, college. I played 1 year back home in Cleveland, transferred to Georgia, a school called Georgia Highlands. And which was crazy with that, long story short, is they offered me a scholarship in the summer. Okay. I was playing on the summer league team. And it wasn't the best school, I'm not gonna lie, but I wanted the opportunity to play. And what happened was, when they offered me the scholarship, I didn't sign it because I was playing so good. I'm like, I can use this tape and send it to other schools and be at a bigger platform. But what wound up happening is, in the tournament, I broke my foot. Since I didn't sign that scholarship, they didn't give it to me. And that's how YouTube started, bro.
So do you regret not signing the scholarship?
No, bro, I don't, man, because even though basketball was amazing, I think about the longevity and shelf life of a basketball player, and what is qualified being successful to hoop, making a league or making it overseas, right? Those are very hard to do. You gotta be in amazing shape. You gotta run 1,000 miles and give 1,000 shots. YouTube opened up the door for me to be successful, and I'm not gonna say it's a lot less work, but it still is a lot less work.
Yeah.
And I feel like my platform could be bigger here than ever in basketball. I'm a 5'9" lefty with no bounce. You know what I'm saying? Right. I can't jump, you know what I'm saying? I'm 5'9", so I had a lot of odds against me, but YouTube allows me to be whoever I want to be and be able to do whatever I want to do.
So that's just a story of how you change the whole adversity that you face in life for something good, and pretty much like we just getting started with it, man. So we're ending with the boss talk, man. Like, I need you to give people some good motivation. If this was the last time you was gonna talk to them or say anything to them, I need to know what advice you would leave with them for us becoming bosses and manning up and handling your business and achieving your goals in life, man.
Man, well, if you look at me on my side, the way I stand on it, is here go a kid, from Cleveland. I moved from Cleveland when I was 19 years old. I've been to the west side of Cleveland one time in my life, right? And that one time I had a basketball game. So you come from an environment to where I didn't leave. You know how people say some people never leave their neighborhoods, never leave that was literally me. I didn't never even notice that until I did move to Atlanta.
Yeah.
But I've never even been to the west side of my own city. And now I look up, we done been to Toronto, we done been to Canada, we done been to California, we done been to Chicago, we done been to so many places, bro. We here in Florida.
And we're going more places,
We're going more places that's coming soon, out the country as well. So now I look at life totally different, man. Like, because of opportunity, because of never ending, never stop working, even though the odds were stacked against me, never make excuses, man. So if I can say anything is, even if your window look crazy, even though your situation look bad, it's an upside if you can get through that. You know what I'm saying? I believe that God gives his toughest battles to a stronger soldier. So if you're going through a lot, it's only because you can take it.
Yeah.
You can get through it.
And I think we never really addressed we hear stuff, you know what I'm saying? And I think we've had this question on the panel a couple of times. But I think it's important people need to know how you should handle when people talk about you and how not to.
Oh, yeah.
You don't really have to address every time somebody is speaking to you.
Yeah, man. Well, you know, we gonna get hit with negativity regardless. You know, I remember when I first started doing YouTube and I started getting thumbs down and bad comments when it first started happening. I didn't really know how to react. So I told Break, I went to a video on YouTube where a preacher saved like 3 kids from a burning bus. Had over 20,000 dislikes. At that moment, I understood there's nothing I can do to make everybody like me. This dude saved 3 kids from a burning bus with 20,000 dislikes. Who would dislike that 20,000? He saved 3 lives. Man.
That's crazy.
They kids, like on a burning bus. It's really 20,000 people out there who just want to troll or not really like that. So if he can't get positivity from that, I'm never gonna get positivity for buying materialistic things like sneakers. And people gonna have their opinion about me, but if you know me, you know me. Break know me. The people who know me, there's not one soul who know me that can say anything like, can I cut? Like people be saying who don't know me. A lot of people who don't know me say whatever. They say crazy things, but bro, you don't know me. A lot of these dudes, I'm sorry, a lot of these dudes I never met before. A lot of these dudes I'm probably never gonna meet because they never out and about. You know what I'm saying? They just say things.
Facts, man. Facts, man. So, last thing, bro. You know how we rock. The whole marathon continues movement, hustle and motivate. We really, honestly, outside of Snipe, there really has been nobody else that really been on the movement before everything happened to Nipsey.
Man,
like people jumping on the movement now, but we really been rocking it before. My Crenshaw shirt I had way before that, bro.
Come on, bro.
You know what I'm saying?
I can get a bullets ain't got no names. Part one,
I'm trying
part
to tell
two,
you.
Like, come on, I've been on.
We knew about the $100 mixtape before. A lot of y'all was jumping on that. You know what I'm saying? I actually rolled through 60th Street, 59, 58. I was at the marathon store in those areas, man. Got to meet Cowboy Billy. All these boys. I met YG the same time we was out of LA. So I really been connected with it, man. But let the people know, man, what that movement meant for you and what Nipsey meant to you, bro.
And Nipsey to me, I remember before he even passed away a long time ago. I don't know if you remember this. We were going to a mall, and you said, if there's anybody you can meet, who would it? Who would you meet? I said Eric Thomas. And I said Nipsey. He was like, oh man, I didn't know you rock with Nip. Nip to me was like my alter ego.
I told him I was gonna take him to meet Nip and Cali, bro. We didn't know what was gonna happen, but I told him, I said, bro, I'm gonna take you to meet him.
Man, Nipsey to me was exactly. He was like my alter ego. I'm not the biggest. I can be very social when I'm around people I know. When I'm around people I don't know, I'm very small. I don't like to talk. I don't like to really fraternize and stuff like that. But when I seen this dude, this confident dude who open about his struggle, open about, like he said in the interview, I've been through every emotion trying to get to where I'm at. You know what I'm saying? He was like that statue, all money in, being your own. I get approached with different agencies to do YouTube, and I'm like, I'm keeping every dollar. I can do it myself. It's that hunger, and it's just that sense of leadership that he had. He was a leader. He was a leader, bro. Like Nip was a leader 100%. And you can see, just like me, that's why me and you like me. You can go and see him with the nappy braids. Right? You can see that transformation.
Before, man.
You know what I'm saying? You can see him on Burke Street rapping with the nappy braids, looking like they matted down, looking like dreads.
Like he ain't had it rebraided in a minute.
Now you see him by, like, you know what I'm saying? Now you see him on another level. Same thing with Nip. You can see him outside that same store he got on, bro, before he even owned the whole lot. And you just see like the transformation. So he was just a leader to me and somebody that had sense of knowing, bro. Very wise man. I wish I could have met for sure.
Bet, man. So look, man, we're gonna wrap up the boss talk because we gotta get inside this event. But I told you I was bringing it. Had to bring a little bro in here, man. I just hope that these boss talk videos give y'all a little insight of who we are. And each person I bring on, you know what I'm saying, get the insight of who they is. Because a lot of times you can just try to judge people by their YouTube videos, but it's different when you meet people in real life. Like a lot of people have a certain perception or perspective of me, but it's different when you see a person in real life and you gotta touch flesh to flesh, man. And we live by that code, man. So once again, shout out to my bro, man, for doing the boss talk video. I got more coming. The next one's gonna be with my dog Break. We're gonna do it in his hometown, make it a little special. But you got anything else you want to say to the people, man?
That's just about it, man. I know a lot of people hit me up. At the end of every video, I say dream big. I'm not no fraud. I live what I talk about. I dream big.
Facts.
I stated I want to hit 100,000. I didn't hit 100,000, but that's just me pushing that platform, pushing that envelope so high that even if I fall short, I'm in a great place. And don't be afraid that people make fun of you, bro. Next year I might say I want $1 million. You know how many people gonna be clowning me that I said I want $1 million? I don't care, right? You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, it's your goals, bro. You gotta set that to a point where, you know what I'm saying, you definitely trying to push.
And we gonna get it. What Fabulous said, he said push your goals up so high to the point that the heights scare you. That's
for real.
You know what I'm saying?
If you at 20K right now and you want to hit 25 by the end of the year, bro, you need to put the camera down. Because there's no way possible your mindset should only think you worth 5,000 in a whole year.
Right.
Nah.
So we going for that 20K. I'm at 4K right now. We going for that 20K.
Fact. 50K.
So it's gonna be crazy when people look back at this video and see where we started at. Listen, bro, we trying to tell y'all 2020 gonna be a big year for us, the whole team, the whole squad, man. We brothers, man. We move as a unit, man. So once again, got my bro J0nes. I'm gonna link his channel in my description.
Please,
you know what I'm
man.
saying?
Lord knows,
that's
bro.
very
I don't know
important
what
when
I
you
do without
feature
that.
people in the video. You know what I'm saying?
What I do without
That's a
that.
lifeline for my bro Snipe. So we're gonna link his channel in the description. But until then, man, take flight with the Flyest. You ain't flying with me. Just ain't flying right. Hustle and motivate. Marathon continues. Long live Nip.
Dream big.
We out.
It's all I'm trying to do. Hustle and motivate. Choppers a throwaway.